everyone, I'm Manisha Gupta. I lead the HR Analytics product for Oracle. Today we are going to talk about Fusion HCM Analytics. People run the world. It's the people we hire, retain, and grow who make everyday decisions that decide the fate of the company. Even from a financial perspective, companies are spending as much as 70% of OPEX today on workforce. No wonder executives are increasingly interested in ensuring that they invest in hiring, retaining, and growing the right employees who will navigate the risk and propel the company forward. Thanks to the recent inventions of social media, cloud, and machine learning, we are now able to integrate data sources, create skill clusters, and study employee sentiment, all of which have made the craft of people analytics possible. It's not a surprise that a relatively new industry, people analytics, is growing at 13% CAGR and seeing a high adoption rate across organizations. Today, we are going to talk about a few things. We will look at the product and the users for people analytics. We'll take a few quick demos. We'll also look at the roadmap and some items coming next. I'm very excited about them. And finally, we're going to take a look at extensibility, the power to bring external data and augment it with HCM cloud data. There are several people playing a range of roles within an organization, from frontline managers and functional admins who use cloud HCM to run day-to-day business, and the embedded real-time transactional OTBI to make day-to-day decisions. The scope of work is limited for them, and real-time reports are very important. On the other hand, we also have the executives and management who needs to make broader, complex decisions to guide the business. Past trend scenarios, modeling, predictions, Fusion HCM Analytics addresses these needs very well for them, and hence augments what OTBI already had to offer. So together, OTBI and Fusion HCM Analytics provide the complete HR analytics solution. HR analytics is not just for HR. It empowers all business leaders and is facilitated by HR. Execs and functional heads work with their teams and have to align talent with business objectives. HRBP is a rapidly growing role, now partnered with every leader. Just like finance has finance business partners, HRBPs drive a org culture and employee engagement. Both need workforce analytics to run their businesses. On the other hand, the CHRO and their staff also want a complete view of workforce, and the HR analyst has to run ad hoc analysis, often with multiple sources of data. We are solving the problem for both the business users and the HR users. With one push of a button, you can light up pre-built advanced analytics for your Oracle Cloud HCM with Fusion HCM Analytics. You can drive cross-functional alignment using analytics, and then further extend HCM data with other data sources. I am yet to come across a single HR team that doesn't have Excels, be it survey, be it benchmark or something else, which they need and want to integrate with their analytics. And further, with each release, we deploy new content, both packaged and new extension capabilities with this product. Well, HCM industry is evolving rather fast. I like to call it the fast-growing toddler. We did not have analytics as prevalent as some of the other pillars have had for centuries, like finance, supply chain, marketing, or sales. So for this fast-growing HR industry, I will classify the use cases into three buckets. First is core. These are table stakes. Headcount, attrition, retention, talent acquisition, and even survey analytics fall in this bucket. Another set is the progressive use cases. The adoption for these is increasing globally. Diversity, top talent, cross-pillar analytics like HCM and finance, for example, compensation, margin, and attrition optimization together, fall in this bucket. And finally, my favorite are the innovative use cases. These are new and compelling use cases Oracle is leading with. Team analytics, team effectiveness, organizational network analysis are great examples for this bucket. We're going to look at a quick demo now. This is the starting screen for Fusion HCM Analytics. In one quick glimpse, I get a complete perspective on my workforce. Headcount seems to be doing okay. Annualized retention is at 85%. lower than my internal target of 90%. A bigger problem indicated by this red card is 75% top talent retention. The CFO, analyzing his ERP dashboard, had observed that attrition possibly was a problem for sales. I want to double click on this one to see what's going on. Average tenure is 10 years, which is great. We are trending slowly towards the 50% target for female gender ratio. Awesome. My span of control is 8, which is pretty close to the industry standard, telling me that about for 8 individuals, we have 1 manager. Compa ratio seems okay and hires seem to be on trend as well. Alright, so let's take a look at what is going on with my top talent retention. The top talent retention analysis indeed shows that the overall retention is 75%. HR seems to be doing okay at 93%, although sales indeed has a much lower retention at 71%. I now want to take a deeper look at what's going on with sales. So for that, I will filter this page down further. This is now filtered down to just show the sales organization, and it absolutely shows that the top talent retention is going down quarter over quarter. A good perspective that this view gives me is the ability to start with the aggregate, drill down to a specific organization, see the trends for each of these organizations, and further be able to see the individual employees who are within this organization. I want to further understand what is going on within the sales organization. To do that, I'll take a look at the team effectiveness analysis. This one is quite powerful. So in one quick glimpse, I can see how different KPIs within HR correlate with each other when it comes to the overall org. So top talent retention, compa ratio, span of control, female gender ratio, promotion, and tenure. In one quick glimpse, how the organization is doing. Further, how the sales organization is doing vis-a-vis the overall org. And further, I also can see how individual sales directors who are leading sales for different geographies are doing. When it comes to people analytics, it's quite nuanced, and our analysis has to be very measured. For example, the top talent retention for a couple of my sales directors is quite low, but the reasons might be wide and varied. For one of the teams, D-Metas, it seems like compa ratio might be playing a role, while for another one, it might just be the availability of the managers, especially when the span of control is as high as 12. And then another team might be facing a diversity issue which could be leading to some attrition for the team. I'm also going to encourage the sales VP to start measuring retention in his QBRs going forward. So these are the 3 cards HR has suggested that sales leaders start tracking going forward: headcount, tenure, and top talent retention. A key thing I want to highlight as we looked at the demo is the power the product offers in terms of offering both aggregate analytics along with the ability to drill down to employee level details. Now, why is this important? In the land of HR analytics, when we are making decisions around people, there are multiple grains which are important, especially when we look at analytics. So first is the individual grain. The product offers daily snapshots for individual employees and all the events that happened in their life within a day. The second grain is team. We have a new approach for understanding your workforce. Employees neither work individually nor in large organizations. They work in teams. We make decisions as a team, so it's only natural that we also analyze people as teams. Oracle has now made it possible to make a team grain available. And the third is demographics and workforce structures. Headcount and attrition by departments or by managers or by countries is pretty common and very useful at the same time. So together, the 3 grains, the individual, the team, and the organizational, are brought to you through Fusion HCM Analytics, making it possible to both understand the data as well as take actions at the individual level. Let's now take a look at the roadmap. So what we already have available in the product is Global HR, the complete journey from hire to retire, and every event that happened in the life of an employee in an organization. We have powerful analytics as we saw in the demo from performance to attrition to headcount to diversity. And we also offer supervisor level security. What's coming soon and next is talent acquisition and workforce gains and losses. So while we built a strong foundation for people analytics with the first release itself, the second release enables you to understand talent movement, both external hires and internal movement. We're also extending the security in this release to make it available for department, for business unit, and for legal employers. And finally, DFFs, descriptive flex fields, so much sought after that we are making it available for our users in the next release itself. The future releases are TBD. We work very closely with our customers, with our community, and our users to fine-tune the roadmap and sequence every event. What you see in front of you is the prioritization that has been done collaboratively between our customers, early adopters, design partners, and Oracle. We're looking at talent as the next module and soon to be followed with compensation, payroll, and all the other financial aspects of HR. Let's take a quick look at what's coming soon. In the next release, as I mentioned, we'll have internal mobility and workforce gains and losses. Who moved from whom? Which organization did an employee move from to which organization, which department to which department, or from one country to another, and who specifically moved across these boundaries will be visible and available easily with the push of a button and a drag of a mouse. We'll also offer multiple insights in terms of talent acquisition. The packaged analytics will show these insights coming from Oracle Recruiting Cloud. And we're also making a Taleo playbook available now through this release. So whether you're using Taleo Recruit or Oracle Recruiting Cloud, you have a solution embedded in Fusion HCM Analytics. Next, my favorite section, HCM extensibility. So as we talked about earlier, the power of the product comes in two parts. One, the packaged analytics, and second, the ability to extend with additional data sources. There's a lot of use cases we have already worked with with our customers so far. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of a few. So most important is the Excels. All of us have some different flavors. We've done a few analysis with COVID analysis. We've also done a few benchmark analysis, and for some customers, we also tried grouping different things. So for example, grouping multiple countries into a region. So I'll give you a quick demo of that. The other most very common use case is finance and HR. How does payroll, profit, revenue per employee grow? And what is the impact of different financial decisions and different headcount decisions on each other? Can be covered now by connecting data from both Financial Cloud and HCM Cloud within the same product. Third is survey data. I think number one ask I've heard when we talk about this product with our community is ability to drive business decisions using HR analytics, and second, embedding engagement survey data along with HCM Cloud data. So I'm very proud to say that my team has been able to do this with several data sources, both to show engagement survey as well as organizational network analysis. We will cover this in a couple of demos in future. What you see here is HCM data, your workforce data overlaid with data coming from Worldometer. The size of the circle shows you how many people work in a specific location, and the color shows you COVID cases. This chart is a little old, but using this, several of our customers have been able to make decisions both in terms of closing down, what sequence to close down, and now open up and again close down. So data changes on a daily basis, and on a daily basis, we get data from external sources like Worldometer and NY Times, and sometimes New Zealand for specific customers in New Zealand, etc., to help them understand how their workforce specifically might be impacted because of COVID-19 and what action they could take to safeguard that. Another quick example here is finance and HCM data. What you see here is data merged from ERP Cloud and HCM Cloud together to not just look at revenue and employees and headcount individually, but also understand how the trends in payroll or profit per employee or revenue per employee has been for the company. And final example is which we extended beyond what I covered in the demo earlier is the team effectiveness, my favorite view, right? So what we saw in the earlier demo was 6 columns, 6 different KPIs coming from HCM Cloud. What I want to demo next is how we can extend this view using data from engagement survey. And we will see both structured data coming from engagement surveys, the engagement index by managers, as well as some sentiment analysis and organizational network analysis for those teams and those managers to help us take the relevant actions. And then finally, connecting HR analytics with business analytics, we've also can bring in data from other sources like the Sales Cloud or Salesforce.com for that matter, to further connect the HR story with the impact on the business. Here, what we see is for the 6 managers, 6 sales directors, we reviewed what is the final impact of their retention or their span of control or their diversity or their tenures or engagement on the final business productivity matrix for sales, it being quota attainment. We'll do a demo next on extensibility. But before that, let me walk you through quickly on the architecture for the product. We're not going to take a deep dive on the architecture in the presentation today, but the product has 2 aspects. We have the Oracle managed and the customer managed part. In the Oracle managed part, the data is immutable. It's sitting in a semantic model that comes shipped. You have to do nothing at all to make it useful for your organization. On the other hand, if you want to get external data, be it an Excel or a large complex system, you have that capability too. So what you see on the right hand side is the customer managed part of it. At every level, whether it's the database or the semantic layer or the visualizations, all 3 can be extended. And I'm going to show you quickly how we can get survey data to extend this. Now, there are 3 different ways of extending. One is automatic. These are the flex fields that come directly from your HCM Cloud. The second is self-service models. These are simple, powerful Oracle Analytics business user tools for individual analysis, for loading, modeling, and management and presentation of the data. Most of the data analysts like this view to test their hypothesis. So once you've done the self-service loading and modeling, and you're satisfied with the result, you also want to make this capability available to all the managers and HR leaders. For that, we have the governed and curated flow available. Here, you can open warehouse APIs for professionals to integrate, clean and manage external data for widespread use. Semantic layer wizards also make it possible to extend the model and secure it for all users. In this quick demo, we are going to see how our analytics developers can extend the Fusion Analytics Warehouse in a controlled and curated manner for all our business users. An analytics developer can do this using the Fusion Analytics Warehouse console. Now, end users do not have access to the console. We can configure and schedule data pipelines, validate data loads, troubleshoot, and promote configurations between development and production environments. We will extend the semantic layer for all our users today. Now, extending the semantic layer is a curation process, and it follows a well-defined methodology. The first thing to note is the main branch. This is the semantic model Fusion Analytics Warehouse ships with the product, and likely includes dimensions and fact extensions we might have implemented already, tested and checked in. The first step in semantic extensibility is creating a separate branch for us to build and test all our extensions. So today we are creating a manager extension branch, which will include integrations for manager engagement data from our last employee performance cycle. We are then going to add a step via the extensibility wizard. A step is exactly that. A single thing like adding a new dimension, extending an existing dimension, or adding an alternative reliable hierarchy. A branch typically has multiple steps. In this case, we are going to add a fact, specifically the manager engagement fact. Now first we will give the step a name, manager engagement. Then we choose the primary subject area for this extension. We are not limited to a single subject area. We can also see all the HCM subject areas in folders and columns here for verification. Then we click next. Now we select the ADW extensions schema and the tables we have loaded, presumably through the Oracle Data Integrator ETL tool, though there are other options as well. we tell the Fusion Analytics warehouse what we want to call the new fact table, manager engagement. Next, we select the ADW table columns. Which columns are the keys that join to the warehouse and which columns are the actual matrix? We choose the employee manager ID as a key and my engagement index as a matrix. And then we will click next. Now we will choose how to match the new employee manager ID key and join it with the packaged manager dimension, manager identifier column. It is vital to get the joins right, and that is one of the main reasons we publish a comprehensive data reference model. Next, we define how the matrix rolls up. Now, it doesn't make sense for us to sum up an index, so we will use average. We have the option to display our new extension in additional subject areas as well. We don't need this, so we click Done. Fusion Analytics application then integrates this new extension in the branch. We can add additional steps or publish the branch and begin testing. Now, testing is typically done directly using the integrated Oracle Analytics Cloud via queries. Let's see how. We will create a project and begin the process. First, we will select the HCM Workforce core subject area we just extended and added to this project. We will go ahead and add the out-of-the-box manager name to the canvas and then pull in my new manager engagement matrix. Okay. Now we will color this table by engagement index. So visually, we are able to see which managers are my strongest managers, as indicated by dark blue. We're going to click and convert this to a pivot table next. And then drop in my manager assignment country column. Now another click to sort my strongest managers within the country, and then we scroll through to validate what the data looks like. We know that our Canadian managers are super engaged, so this data and validation tells me very clearly that the data is right. We'll do some more testing, and once we are comfortable with the integration, an analytics developer can merge the manager extension branch into the main semantic model branch and do more testing and promote it finally to production. Survey analytics is a key focus for Fusion Analytics Warehouse as well. In addition to getting the structured data, we can also run text tokenizations on the engagement survey. We will run natural language processing or NLP to extract most frequently used tokens, representing the most frequently used terms in the unstructured survey data. These often are the most insightful open-ended questions. The left hand shows these tokens as a tagged cloud. Not only can we see the common themes, we can also tie these lexical analysis back to the sales manager to help us deepen our understanding of team effectiveness. Click on the tokens on the left to see the related anonymized survey results on the right. Now, from an unstructured survey data, we have already identified actionable themes. Let us apply rules to see if any pattern emerges. A few things stand out for the sales manager role. We see health and wellness, compensation, career, stress and workload. Note the filter bar on the top. We have filtered on sales and 2 to 3 years tenure. We know that tenure is an inflection point for high attrition. So we'll drill down. We will now analyze the data from the targeted questions we had added to the survey using an organizational network analysis or ONA. Organizational network analysis as well as collaborative network analysis are growing friends in the field of people analytics. Organizational network analysis, ONA, is a structured way to visualize how communication, information, and decisions flow through an organization. Now what we see here is a scatter plot. On the y-axis, employees have indicated how effective they consider their interactions with another employee as a valuable collaborator. The x-axis shows how they rate their colleagues as approachable. We have also filtered the scatter plot for sales org and tenure 2 to 3 years. Employees on the top right are seen as highly effective in their collaboration and easy to reach, while on the lower right are seen as highly approachable but less desirable. Now let's add revenue to this mix, as indicated by the size of the bubble. We see on the top right are A players bringing in bulk of the revenue. We also layer attrition risk on this to see if there is any impact there. Risk here could be modeled based on ML predictions or coming from HCM Cloud. Using attrition risk as the color, a few patterns emerge. We see on the top our A players are performing well and able to also interact more effectively with many folks. The risk is low for them, possibly because they're able to meet the quota and are recognized internally. The middle, though, indicates a different story. These B players may be high potential at their 2 to 3 year mark, but at risk. They seem too engaged in too many conversations because of their high approachability, but they may not be able to deliver effectively on their quota and are leaving because they don't see a future here. We can save them by enrolling them in professional development program. We can use the data actions capability to link it back to the business processes available in the HCM Cloud. We can link this to any of the actions available in the HCM Cloud. I will choose professional development training for these employees. I get a confirmation box here and I accept, and I see a successful enrollment. To close the loop here, the organizational network analysis has been very effective in developing our org. Others may also benefit from a similar analysis. I can continue to keep an eye on attrition and ONA easily by adding a card for attrition and linking it to the analysis of my choice. After building a KPI behind the scenes, any business user can add it to the dashboard. I will choose attrition. I would like to use percentage and a pie chart in my card and link it back to the detailed ONA analysis that we just built. Another powerful feature is the notification. These notifications help the HR leaders and business leaders stay on top of the game even when they are on the go. And the best part, they're available on the phone as well. I see 3 cards. You will notice that we have a few cards available from my deck. I want to see the top talent retention. As I click on it, a large card loads. The large card enables me to get a better picture, so I am able to take informed actions and collaborate with my team effectively using data-driven insights. These are the kind of analytics we are building in Fusion Analytics for HCM. For all our business leaders, for all our HR leaders, so that we can help our employees become performant, teams effective, and companies profitable. These are the kind of analytics we are building in Fusion Analytics for all of us to help our employees become performant, teams effective, and companies profitable. Because people make profits and the right technology and right analytics help both. Below, you'll also find the resources. You can download them for your own use. You can also share them on any of your social media channels or through an email. And finally, please don't forget to take the survey. It helps us become better. We're also going to open this up for live Q&A next. Thanks a lot, everyone. Talk to you in Q&A.